All right, guys, what's up, man? Show ran a little bit longer than I anticipated, so I had to go live here, man. But thanks for being patient and waiting. But as you guys see the title, this is HCP Uncensored number 2. So we're going to talk about some things here. This is your guys' opportunity to come on over here and voice your opinion with us. Not just type it, but actually come on the show and let us know what you guys think about some of the topics that we discussed over on HCP. And I'll drop a link to anybody that wants to come on so we can talk about it. And it's uncensored here. See, we got to kind of be a little laid back, a little bit PC for the radio, because that goes out onto all the podcasting networks and things like that. So, is your guys' opportunity to do like I say, and that's get funky. All right, because I get funky over here, man, and I ain't afraid of the funk, none of that, man. So you guys can bring that shit. You know what I'm saying? So who's out there, man? Let me know who's out there. Leave me a comment. Let me know who's there, man. Let me know if you guys want to discuss anything. Sonteo Media is doing his thing right now over on HCP. So if you guys want to shoot over there, that's cool. I'll still be here waiting, man. Hopefully everybody that's over there comes right over here right after, so we could have a good time here on HCP Uncensored, man. But what I want to talk about is this with some of you guys, man. I want to talk about Lopez versus Loma, or should I say Loma versus Lopez, okay? Because we want to get some trash talking into, man, and just friendly trash talk. We're not going to make it personal, nothing like that. We just want to, we want to talk to some of you Loma fans out there, man, because you guys been doing a lot of talking, all right? We've been doing a lot of talking. You guys been doing a lot of talking, so we want to get this thing on. So what's up, guys? Where you guys at, man? Where the Loma fans at, man? I'm looking for you guys. I'm looking. My eyes are wide open, man. I'm looking for some Loma fans. We all know Tio about to put this dude out, man. No doubt about it for me. I think he's too big. I think he's too strong. I think he's fast. I think he's got too much power. I know he's going to clip Loma with something, man. I don't think Loma's going to be able to avoid this dude all night. Loma's very hittable. He likes to let his hands go. So he's going to run into something, man. No doubt. But you guys, I don't know, man. Maybe they're still all over there at D-Styles, on D-Styles channel, chopping it up with him, but I'm looking for the Loma fans, man. We're looking for y'all tonight, man. Where you guys at? I see I already got a thumbs down from somebody. Yeah, I know. I waited a little bit before I hopped on, man. But it's all good. All good. So I guess there's no Loma fans. I guess are you guys you guys watching? Are you guys Teofimo Lopez, or what? Let me know. Let's talk about it. Don't be shy. This is your guys' opportunity. This is your opportunity to come on and speak to us. Or if you want to talk about Canelo and his situation with DAZN, we went in for we cooked for a long time on that topic. So, we could talk about that. We could do a little Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez trash talk too. That's all good with me. I'm here, man. I'm here and I'm ready to talk, man. I'm ready to talk some trash with some of you Loma fans. You guys have been doing a lot of talking, a whole lot of talking. And we want to talk about it with you guys, Andrew Charles is here. What's good, man? Thanks for joining me, man. We're going to wait a few minutes here for D-Style to hop on. He's still live over there on HCP. This is HCP Uncensored over here. So we're going to, I got to hit you guys with my introduction, man. That's right. My boy Conan with the introduction. Thank you very much, Conan. Appreciate that. So Andrew Charles, man, who you got, man? Loma or Teofimo, man? Let me know. Let me know who you got, man, and how you see it going down. I see Lopez winning this thing, man. J.A. Dixon in the house. What's up, man? We want to talk to some Loma fans, man. If you guys think Loma's going to win, we want to hear it from you guys, man. We want to hear it. So it looks like HCP just ended right now. So hopefully we see some of you guys head on over here so we can get this talk in, man. We ready. We ready for this thing, you know? HCP Uncensored. I know it's new, something different, but we felt like we want to give you guys an opportunity to talk with us and let us know your opinions on some of the topics that we talked about over on HCP. You know, we gotta keep it a little politically correct over there, you know, for the radio. So over here, man, it's uncensored, baby. You know, we live, we raw, you know, it's all uncut. So we ready to do this thing here. Yeah, we with you, man. No Paul's in the house. What's good? Let's see. We got if Teo puts Loma on the back foot, the fight is over. Yeah, man. I think he's got the size and the strength to do it. I want Teo, but I don't think I don't think it's gonna be easy. I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think he's just gonna clip him with something. I think he's fast enough to catch him. He's a good counter puncher, you know, and Loma's been getting touched up, man. He's been getting touched up over there. We got D-Style in the house.
Que pasó, as promised. I'm right here. Did they show up or what?
Huh? We got a few people here, you know.
Cool. Hey, Big Dog Willie, man, how's it going? Andrew Charles, J.A. Dixon, No Paul, Chris, all you guys, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to G-Funky, man. Hey, all that gate talk, bro, shit. You know what I mean?
Speaking of gate talk, hey, I'm over here trying to find some Loma fans, man. I think Big Dog Willie, you're on the Loma train, right? We looking to talk to some Loma guys tonight, you know.
Where the where are these guys at, bro? You should have put it in the title. I think you should put it in the title.
Ah, okay. I'll do that right now. Then let's switch it up.
You got to switch that up, bro. You got to, you know, hook, line, sinker somehow. You know what I mean? If there's no bait, they ain't gonna take it. You know what I mean? Yeah, but like, man, why is Teofimo Lopez gonna knock this dude out, bro? You know what I mean?
Bro, he's gonna sleep this dude, man. Sleep him. Something clean. We got Blood Boxing in the house. What's up, Blood? Guys, here's what I'm gonna do then. I'm gonna copy this link. I'm gonna put it out there, man. If anybody wants to talk Loma versus Lopez, we right here, baby.
Yeah. Gotta know who you are, by the way.
Yeah.
Say that.
Boom. There's the link, man. Let's do this thing, man. I know. Hey, what's up with 92 AKU? He's supposed to be the fact checker. He comes in the last 20 minutes of your show. Right. He's not even here right now, man. What's up with this?
He didn't even show up until we started talking Canelo. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this dude's got little antennas in their heads, bro. You start talking Canelo, like they show up, like they hear it. You know what I mean?
It's like the Morse code. You know, it's real slow at first. When HCP starts, it's like dude.
And then you say Canelo, and then all of a sudden, hey, what's up, guys? I just happened to show up. Like, oh, you're talking Canelo? What? Like, you know, like, but in all honesty, bro, and I know this is HCP Uncensored. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All that gate talk, dude. Like, I'm getting tired of it, man. Honestly. Yeah, shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, straight up. Like, I'm tired of hearing boxing fans say that. You know? Like, oh, but the gate. Like, dude, who gives a fuck? It's not our problem as fans. Like, boxing fans have been getting fucked over for years. It's time for them to get fucked over. Give us our fucking fights.
Right. Big Dog Willie, what's up, bro? Thanks for joining us, man.
What's happening?
How you doing, man?
Good. Nothing, man. I ain't gonna talk too long. Gotta get ready for work. But yeah, Loma's gonna get slept. I'll be honest with you. I think this is the most athletic fighter he ever fought in his career. least here in his professional career.
I agree.
I can't.
And I think he's the biggest and probably the fastest guy he's been in there with, man. I mean, Linares might have a little bit of a hand speed over Tio, but I think Tio's counters are just, man, they're so lightning quick, man. I think he's gonna catch him with something, man.
Well, Gary Russell faster than all of them, but I'm just saying. But I'm talking about the size and athleticism. I mean, just the whole combination. You're right. I mean, yeah, I can't see.
You know what I think about Russell? This is just my opinion. I felt like during that fight with Loma, I felt like he didn't really change up his speed on his punches. You know, kind of like a pitcher in baseball. Like if you keep coming, you're throwing 100 miles an hour. I mean, that's good. But eventually, you know, a fastball hitter, he's going to find a way to hit that ball out of the park. You know, you got to be able to throw something off speed too. Like I felt like he was throwing a lot of punches, wasn't changing speeds on them, and it was easy for Loma to pick up on. Man, what do you think?
I think Gary Russell underestimated him in that first fight. He coming off of a loss, and I think that Loma really kind of put him into a trap after he realized that he couldn't outspeed him and outpunch him and outwork him. Loma kind of just let him fall over his feet, and I seen that. Like it looked like Gary Russell was very sloppy in that fight. I never ever seen him sloppy like that before. Mm-hmm. And so I think that he kind of just had Gary Russell off his game that night, and I think he just came in unprepared.
Okay, we got Cooley, Jay Cooley here says Loma will beat Tio easy. Hey, bro, click on the link, brother. We put a link up there in the chat. We want to talk to some of you guys, man. This is the trash talk session here, man, with the Loma fans. You know, we think Teofimo's gonna knock this dude smooth out, man. We think it's time. You know what I'm saying? It's time, baby. Jay Dixon says Gary fights too tight, in his opinion. What do you think about that, man? Too tight. I mean, I feel like he just, like I say, I don't feel like he didn't change up speeds on what he was doing that night with Loma. He was just, you know, throwing those fast combinations, and then like once he realized he was losing the fight, he got a little desperate and started to do those like shoe shine combinations, you know, and it just didn't look pretty for him, you know.
Hey, G Funky. It's Neofimo Lopez, bro. You know what I mean?
Neofimo. Stormy B-Man says he's going to be Loma Sleepo.
The Lomachenko reminds me of those agents in the fucking Matrix, dude. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Neofimo Lopez, he's a chosen one, dude. You know what I mean?
Hey, bro. Hop on, bro. Jay Cooley, we don't bite. You know, we're going to keep it, you know, professional. We're going to keep it boxing. You know, it ain't going to be nothing personal. Here, I tell you what. I'll throw the link out there again for you, man. Maybe you can't find it.
Jay Cooley is a cool dude. You know what I mean? He's cool. Yeah. You know what I mean? But he's just got this pick wrong. That's all. I think he's like, you know, he's lost, bro. Like he's just, you know, he don't believe in Neofimo Lopez. You know, he's believing in Loma. It's cool. But Neofimo Lopez is the chosen one. I need you guys to understand it. I think the Texan called him that, but I forgot who called. Someone in our chat called him that. But I'll tell you right now, man, he's going to sleep. And, I wouldn't mind a Josh Taylor dude showing up either, bro. I need to, like, Quasimodo, all right, you know, ain't going to be, you know, Ramirez, bro. Right? I know, like, for the radio, I have to be like, you know, it's a good fight. Let's do it. But, dude, like, fuck that, okay? Dude's going to get his ass whooped, bro. What? All right? I need dudes to show up, bro. Right? I need to hear from Renee Box Young and whoever the hell, okay, what thinks that, okay, that Josh Taylor's going to walk to this dude is what I want to hear. And I also need Black and Brown here. Like, where's this dude at, bro? He thinks Abel Ramos going to beat Ugas, bro. What's up?
I know. Well, we got Jay Cooley here, man. Jay Cooley, hey, welcome, man. This is the first time being on my show, man. Welcome.
Appreciate you.
Anytime, man.
D-Style, what's up?
What's up, bro?
You still shopping for that pillow, right?
Well, we know Loma's going to use it, bro. Of course, I'm shopping for that
Yeah,
pillow.
we
We're
know
going to get
Loma
him.
gonna use. You know why Loma gonna use it, right? He gonna put the baby to bed when he beat him.
That's a good one, but that's not what's going to happen. Dude, it's because I think you're lost, bro. You know, you got to believe in Teofimo Lopez.
I don't.
You know? Well, what is it that why are you favoring Loma in this fight? You know, what is it? The speed? Is it the experience? Like, what do you think he has over a Theo that Theo cannot overcome, in your opinion?
496-1.
Okay.
Do you think that's legit, though? Do you really think that's? I mean, I'm not saying he wasn't a great amateur, but do you think that's a legit record? I feel like he might have lost more than one.
He probably, if he did, it's still the man had 400. He done seen plenty of TOs. Yeah. Plenty of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, here's my thing, right? Like you say, he's seen plenty of Theo. Has he, though? Has he ever fought a dude that big, that strong, that fast with his hands, with that power, explosive like Theo, hungry like Theo? Because there's things you cannot measure in boxing, and that's determination. And Theo has that in abundance.
And now respect for Theo to stepping up to the plate. Loma is going to embarrass him.
Who's younger?
It doesn't matter. Age, Pacquiao and Povetkin, they let you know age ain't nothing but a number.
Well, it's still, you know. I mean, it's a number, you know what I mean? But more often than not, the young lion takes over the pride at some point, you know?
You know why I got so much credit in Loma? He gave the man some of his money just to make sure the fight happened. That's the so-called saying, you know what I'm saying? I don't know for sure.
Yeah. Hey, Blood Boxing just said Loma's going to sleep. You got to come to this side, Jay Cooley.
I'm gonna tell you like this, Jay Cooley. Teofimo he's right now. He's got his tie on. You know, he's a salesman. He's gonna sell Lomachenko a Tempur-Pedic, man. And that boy is gonna sleep. That night. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be one of those reclining ones where the feet go up and the head go up too. You know, so he's nice and comfy.
Hey, you gave me that record, right? But what about this name? What about C.D. Salido, bro? What do you have to say to that, Jay Cooley?
Tell Salido to fight him now.
Well, he's retired, bro. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying.
Salido's over here. He's smuggling like he's doing. Man, what do you call it when you run away with a beer and shit? Like, I forgot. There's a word. The phrase escaped me too fun.
Oh man, I'm not quite sure either.
The dude's stealing beer, getting arrested, and then he's getting elected for office in Mexico. Like, you know what I mean? He's doing everything.
That's a good one. Hey, answer this, Bill. Serious question. Will he be undisputed? Either one of them, when they win, will they be undisputed?
Man.
Let me answer it this way. The winner of that fight's the best lightweight in the world. All right? Like, everybody knows that. Like, the way I see it. Is he undisputed by definition? Like, what undisputed actually means? Probably not. But hey, he can get that. Dude, like, there's too many people saying that he's ducking Devin Haney when he literally has a fight scheduled against Loma. He can't, like, fight both guys at the same time. Unless you want this dude to have a handicap match, he ain't ducking nobody. You know what I mean?
Right.
Haney can get it after this fight.
See, yeah. This how I look at it. This how I look at it. Loma already won that WBC belt. So I feel like he shouldn't, in his mind, he probably don't even want to fight for that belt again. He already won it.
I see what you mean. I see the kind of the way you're looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
The Black Fight fan, like drop your cash app to say that? Like, what's going on over here?
No. That was just something me and my cousin was talking about. I was like, he said he was ducking Devin. I was like, yeah, but that duck was the best thing that ever happened to Danny because if he wouldn't have took the franchise title, Devin wouldn't even be a champion.
Yeah, I mean, Devin didn't really beat anybody, really, for that
That's
title.
what I'm saying. He got it by via email. He woke up next morning, seen a text message, said, come pick up your champion, your belt.
That's right. He's a good fighter, man, but I need, like, Devin has to fight somebody, dude. You know what I mean? Like maybe a Comey, like fights, like not Gamboa, though. You know what I mean? He's got to fight somebody. That's all I'm saying. You know, if we keep it real and honest, I want to see Devin Haney step up in competition. To be honest, that's what I want to see.
Yeah, me too, man. I think he's an exceptional talent, you know, from what we've seen so far. But, you know, unfortunately, it's only been the eye test at this point. You know, we need to see him in there with somebody and see how nice he really is. You know, I mean, we're finding out. I mean, guys like Ryan is, you know, he's taking a good fight. Teofimo taking a fight with the guy who's the main dude here in this division. So we want Devin Haney, man. We want to see him in there and do some good things, man, in the future.
Right, because he could fight Kame or Robert Easter, one of them two.
Yeah,
right.
I'm good with that. I'm good with either one of those fights.
Those are good fights. Yeah, those are really good fights. You know, and there's some guys that, you know, at 130 they're going to be moving up, man. Like shit. If Berchelt wants to fight, that's a fight they could do. You know, like there's options for sure.
Plenty of options.
But yeah, man, I think Devin probably he has to beat a good name before. You're right. Before we could kind of consider him like a legitimate champion. Like he was handed that belt. Like it would keep it real. It was no different than Canelo at 154. You know what I mean? Canelo was handed a belt, okay, against Ricky Hatton's brother. That's kind of how I feel about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
The facts. Them facts. That's the true shit.
Yeah. So I think everyone knows the winner of this fight is the man. Like, you know what I mean? I don't agree that I don't even know, man. Like, people are getting on including myself, we're getting on the WBC for this franchise belt thing, but they're just trying to do what the WBA is already doing. Like the WBA has a super champion, regular champion, and everyone just kind of accepted it, right? So the WBC is probably like, well, shit, we're gonna do it too. And then I still see people saying, oh, I prefer the WBA over the bullshit the WBC is doing. Like what? What the WBA is already doing? You know, like just because one calls it drug dealing, the other one calls it bootlegging. You know what I mean? Same shit.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Too many damn belts, man. If we just get rid of all these made up ones, right? Like the franchise and the supers and the regulars and the interims and the diamonds, or like, even if we get rid of all of those, there's still too many. 4 is just too many, in my opinion, in one division. Yeah. I mean, I think at the most it should be 2. At the most. I mean, one would be perfect, but 2 would be okay with me, because then we could have the guys fight for undisputed for both the belts, you know?
Right. Yeah, to 2, I'll even accept 3. I mean, with 3, we were okay, you know? Mm-hmm. But once the 4th one came about, but unfortunately, man, like, I don't know, man, I just saw McCaskill, like, on her Twitter, like, show off the IBO belt that they mailed to her. Like, dude, what are you doing? We have too many belts. Like, stop showing off the IBO. The IBO, like, we don't need another sanctioning body. Dude. Like, stop. All right.
No Paul says it's all about the notorious IBO belt.
You think too many platforms got something to do with it too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know why? And it's a good point that you brought up there, Jay Cooley, because think about it. Like, I mean, we got ESPN, The Zone, Fox, right? Mm-hmm. Like, they sell these, like, believe it or not, like us as hardcore fans, that we know it's all bullshit, right? But the casuals, like, to them, it matters when you say it's for the world title, you know? Mm-hmm. You know, there's just people like that, man. And these networks love it. They love putting world title match, you know, on because that's what they're showing on primetime or whatever, you know? So that's what it is.
Yeah.
Money, the root of all evil, I'm telling you.
Yeah, all about the Benjamins at the end of the day, man. But then us boxing fans, man, we take an L every time, you know?
Yeah.
And absolutely. I mean, just look at the garbage that's going on with the WBO and PBC. Like, they're not even acknowledging the belt, you know? And then what does that mean? That means Terrence Crawford is the guy who's out, you know, in the welterweights according to the PBC. So that's, I mean, all the guys are there. All the PBC guys are there for him to fight. Thurman, there's Porter, there's Spence, there's Garcia, Pacquiao. I mean, jeez, they don't even want to acknowledge it, man. It's terrible, man.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but hopefully you'll come around, Jaco. I think Teofimo Lopez, you know.
Man, I really don't. Hey, you know how I pictured this fight, man? He probably knocked Loma down.
Okay.
He's gonna get right back up and just destroy him. When he knocked Loma down, I bet all y'all gonna be like, "Oh, he's out! He's out! He's out of there! The takeover! The takeover!" Soon the ref get to 7, Loma gonna say, "Yeah, I'm all right. Gonna go in there and destroy that guy."
Oh man, I think if he goes down, he's not getting up, man.
Oh,
That's what I
really?
think. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get up. And if he does, it'll be over. Just like Comey, man. He's gonna get blitzed against the ropes, man.
Tio got to catch him first.
Yeah,
True.
but I mean, I think that when a guy like Loma, he opens up a lot, man. He likes to, get to you and wear you down with punches and things like that. I mean, he comes in with those odd angles, which is, which kind of protects him.
He like to fight inside too. That'd probably be a good thing though, because it take the power off Tio punches.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. But you better not get caught slipping on the way in.
No, I tell him if he catch him good. I tell you now, if he catch him good,
yeah,
it's over with. It's over with.
like Linares did, right?
Huh?
Like Linares did.
Oh my God, man.
Because come on, if he catches him with that shot, if that's Teofimo Lopez, does he go to sleep?
Yeah, if he catch him, I give him that. He going to sleep. That's if. That's a big if, big bold capital if.
And I'll tell you what else too. Teofimo Lopez fought. What's this? Man, I forgot his. Dude,
Nagatani?
No, the guy we had on G-Fly. I forgot his name.
Oh, Magdaleno,
yeah. Magdaleno's a southpaw, bro. And dude, if people need to go back and watch that fight. Orthodox fighters usually don't catch, southpaws with a hook, right? Because of the positioning. But he was creating openings and hitting this dude with a hook, dude. Right? And I think the hook is going to be a bigger factor in this fight than people think. And it's gonna set up the right hand, right? But he's going to be using this hook against Lomachenko, dude. It's going to be a tough fight for Loma, man.
I know they need to have security. They need to have security in the ring after the fight.
Yeah.
But I think T.O. Dad's going to hit Loma on his post-interview win.
Could be. Hey, Theo's dad's talking like it's not going to go past 5 rounds. And what do you think of Theo's dad, man? Talking all that smack.
All right, if it go 12 rounds, y'all think T.O. still got a chance?
I actually do think so, because it depends even if he doesn't knock him out, right? But he's catching him with shots that are hurting him. It could possibly, it could go to Theo, but you could say he could favor Lomachenko if it goes the distance, though.
Okay.
But
man, I appreciate you having me on the show, man. I really appreciate it.
Definitely, man. Much. All right, Jake, Cooley.
All right, y'all be easy.
Yeah, man, that's what this portion of the show is all about, man. Is having you guys come on and speak with us, man. Because like I said earlier, man, sometimes we got to keep it a little PC, for the radio. But ain't no PC over here, baby. We ready,
I mean, to be honest, we're not even that PC compared to some of the other dudes that do podcasts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's still toned down. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Hey, how do you how do you think it's gonna go down with Jose Ramirez, man? You think he's gonna take the mandatory? You think you think Bob Arum's gonna, talk to the WBO, have a little talk with them and the WBC, and what do you think, man? What do you think's gonna happen?
I hope they don't pull no chicken shit garbage, man, with this mandatory crap the WBO is trying to pull here. We need this fight, man. Boxing needs this damn fight, man.
And by the way, let me put the receipt out there now. Let me make this purchase now, and I want my receipt after I say this, okay? If Jose Ramirez says, let's get it on against Josh Taylor, and that fight happens, I don't care if the WBO strips Ramirez and has someone else fight for the vacant title. That motherfucker ain't no champ. It's still undisputed in my eyes. right? As boxing fans, we got to keep track of that because it's going to be some jackass. Oh, it's not really undisputed because this other guy won the belt.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on.
Orale, Santeo. What's up, bro?
Santeo?
How you doing, brother? You on
Good.
mute. There you go.
Santeo and Uncensored throwing gang signs, bro. Like, man, we ain't messing around over here, bro. God damn.
Well, what's on your mind, brother? Thanks for joining us, man.
Chilling.
Hey, Santeo, Teofimo Lopez or Lomachenko, bro? Who you got?
I
Wow.
He's at a loss for words.
I'm done with I'm no problem. Why do I have an echo?
Yeah, I hear the echo, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think I got off my phone, so I got Teofimo. I'm going with the young guns. Nah, I don't know why I got this echo still.
I don't know, man. You probably have like the YouTube playing still.
Yeah. Just turn down the volume if you have the YouTube on still.
I don't. I took it off my phone, but what?
Yeah, I don't know what it
Oh,
is.
here it is. You're right.
Yeah, it has to be that.
There it is. I got it. My bad.
All good, baby. All good.
I'm going with Teofimo. Loma. I don't know. He's got that. He had surgery after that fight, and I don't know, man. I'm just excited about the new blood. I'm excited about Teofimo. I'm excited about Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Virgil, all this young blood that's just that's ready to take over, you know. So we can leave that 12-0 ESPN erased his fight against Salido. Let's get rid of that guy. I want Teofimo to knock him out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of young talent there, man. I mean, look, and even at 130, we got, who's down there? We got Valdez, Burchelt, Leo Santa Cruz, Jamal Herring is down there. Tank, I mean, he's taking a fight at 130, but he's not actually a 130, guy. Then, you go up to 135, you got all the young blood, like you said. And those guys can move up to 140 and fight a guy like Ramirez, Taylor, Prograis. I mean, my God, like from 130 to 140, it is stacked, man. And that's a beautiful thing, man. These young dudes, man, they're doing some good things, man. They're all stepping up, too. They're all looking to step up. Some of them haven't got that step-up fight yet, but most of them are there, man. So, and then, like you said, Virgil at 147, man, it's looking nice, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, man, Chris was this comment. He says, Marquez used to catch Pacquiao by the good old left hook, straight right, uppercut combo. Then he would used to throw the straight right, left hook, and straight right. 3-hit combos, baby. Made it look like 6. Yeah, he, because I was talking about how Theo did a good job setting up the right hook. I'm sorry, the left hook against the southpaw Magdaleno. And it's hard to land a hook against the southpaw. You got to set it up. You know what I mean? So I just think he's going to have success with that hook, man. I really do.
Yeah. I've noticed a lot of Orthodox fighters recently have been using the left hook over the top of that right jab from the southpaw as a good weapon too. I mean, we all know that the lead right is something that can land, it's the go-to punch against the southpaw. But I've noticed a lot of people have been using that left hook over the top, man. And that left hook did some damage against Magdaleno,
Absolutely. Jay Dixon says, I think Bud is going to fight the winner of Ramirez versus Posto, go for undisputed twice at 140, and then go up and fight Spence. That'd be crazy, but yeah.
Wow. Hear me out, guys. I might ruffle some feathers in the chat, but hear me out here, man. Bud's got an opportunity, man. He's in a unique position here. And I'm going to say this because I believe Bud can beat – I believe he can beat Spence. I believe he can beat Porter. I believe he can beat Garcia. I'm not saying that he will. I'm just saying I think he can. I think he's got the skills to do it. But, man, he could become undisputed in 2 weight classes, man. Like, that would be something spectacular, man. Where would you guys put him if he did that? You know?
I disagree with you. I don't think he has. He's very talented, and nobody can take away his accolades at 140. But Spence is big. Spence is big, and I think it's still technically a 50-50 fight, but I think I think just that size. I think he just belongs at 154, and he just sucks down to 147, and I think he gives them problems.
I agree. I think it's a tough, close fight. What I want to see is how he looks after this car accident that he had. You know, he hasn't been in the ring since then, and it's taken a hell of a fight with Danny Garcia. That is not an easy fight, especially coming off of an injury like that. So, you know, if he comes back looking like the same old Spence, I agree with you. It's a tough fight for Bud, but I still think Bud can beat him. Now, that's not my official prediction, but I think he's got the skills to beat Spence, like to outbox him, if you know. But that would be something special, man, for him to clean up two divisions back to back. You know, I don't see him going up to 154 to do that, but you know, it's a reality at 147, man. That could happen, you know, and that would be crazy to see, you know. I mean, and it would be a lot more impressive than what he did at 140. I mean, don't get me wrong, undisputed is undisputed. He got all the belts at 140, but again, he's beat that dude. What's his name? Ondongo, I think that was his name. Was that his name?
Ondongo.
Yeah, he beat Postal, and I can't remember who else he beat there. But it would be a lot more impressive for him to go up. You know, he beat Jeff Horn for the WBO, but then he would have to beat a guy like, you know, Earl Spence if he comes out on top against Garcia, or Garcia if Garcia beats him. You're like, these are, man, a lot better names than down there at 140, man. That's for sure.
Look, at the end of the day, I think Crawford has an opportunity to make history. It's just it has to happen, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Look, anyone who comes out on top of the current crop of welterweights, assuming they all fight each other, it's going to be like they're going to go down in history, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
Like I know Chris is mentioning, what if Pacquiao beat Spence, Crawford, and yeah, I mean, you could put him in the discussion. You know, not the GOAT though, but he'd be in the discussion.
Yeah. Would you move him above Floyd at that point, even though Floyd beat him?
Look, I would just look. A lot of people say like because it doesn't work that way. Like, oh, when they fought each other, he beat him, right? It's not. I mean, obviously, it's you have to consider a couple things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, sometimes there's that one guy you can't beat for whatever reason, stylistically. But I mean, Pacquiao started at a lower weight class. Like, you know, Floyd was closer to his optimum weight than Pacquiao was when they fought, the way I see it, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, Floyd beat him. I think Floyd beats him 10 out of 10 times just stylistically. But, you know, I don't know. I'm the type of guy, dude, that I need to see it. I need to witness it first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what if he wins, but it's like a robbery? You know, what if he wins, but it's like, you know, but then let's say he beats Spence, but then Spence ends up losing to like 3 other dudes right after that, or, you know, I know that's crazy to think about, but these things can happen. That's why, like, you have to let things sink in and give it time. You know what I mean? And then see how you feel about it. That's why it takes 5 years before you can consider a guy for the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Good question though, man. He would definitely be in the conversation if he beats Spence, Crawford, because he already beat one of the young champions, you know. So
it's not going to happen though. I'm just going to let you guys know right now.
Yeah, that'd be a tall mountain to climb for Pacquiao. Yeah. Another question here from Run PMC. He says, "Do you all think Danny is going to land that left hook on Spence?" I think he is, because I think he's quick enough and he's got good fucking timing on that left hook, man. We've seen it. We've seen it before. He's landed on everybody. I don't see Spence being an exception here, man. He's going to land it on Spence. Will he be able to take it? I think is the better question, man. What do you guys think?
Well, we don't know what's going to happen. What happened after the car crash? I think prior to car crash, I think coming from that Oak Cliff gym, fighting a bunch of Mexicans, right-handed Mexicans, all through his amateurs. I think he's seen the best of it. I don't think Danny's is the best hook in boxing at that weight, but at the same time, I think he was going to be able to take it. I don't now the factor that nobody knows is how he is responding to punches after his car crash. Now, remember, he was supposed to come back in May prior to COVID, and something happened in the gym that they didn't like, and that's why it got postponed. It got postponed to the summer, and then COVID hit, and it got postponed to what it is now. So there's a lot of factors. That fight, like D-Style says, let's see what happens in that fight. Let's see how the eye test with how he receives punches, how he is physically, and then we'll go from there.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think of this? No, Paul. Right away, got to throw something in there like this. He says, I think Spence will fight a safe fight. What do you mean by safe, bro? I need you to tell me what that means, safe.
Like defensively responsible?
Let us know what that means, bro. Safe. What do you mean safe? I think he's trying to hint at something, but I could be wrong. But let us know what that means. Safe. All right. Chris says Pacquiao doing Floyd Joy's dirty work, beating all the young fighters that called him out, Thurman and Broner. Yeah. Pacquiao had a good year, man, in 2019. Beat two young guys. To me, AB, I've never been big on him, man. Early in his career, he looked like he was getting ready to be something special. But you could see as the money started coming in and the fame started to come in, the guy just wasn't what he was supposed to be. I noticed it. I think I first noticed it in the Paulie fight, man. What about you guys?
I'll always be a Broner fan because I think Broner is a microcosm what would happen to a lot of us if we started getting paid millions of dollars. You kind of lose it and it's harder to train. Every fight gets harder and harder. You wow out, and I'll always be a Broner fan. But how he trains is how he fights. If he doesn't let his hands go in training and takes training seriously, there's been videos of how he spars out of that camp in Florida, and he spars just like he fights in the ring. So unless he's willing to let his hands go in sparring and actually go through tough, grueling sparring, then we're going to get the same AB in the ring every single time.
Wow.
Man, yeah, I lost faith in him after that Paulie fight, man. I just felt like he just wanted to be, a part of the show and get paid. That's just the way I saw it, man. No Paul here says, back foot, long jab, no engaging. I think that's a smart fight, I think that that will be a smart fight for him. Garcia's a mid-range guy, He likes it mid-range, and like I said, that damn timing on that left hook is a fucking joke, man. We've seen it end a lot of guys' nights, and all the dudes he's been in there with, Thurman, Porter, they all said this dude could punch, man. So we'll see, man. We'll see if Spence is the same after the accident, man. I have a feeling he's not going to be. That's just my gut feeling at this point. What do you think, D-Style? You think it's going to change him up a little bit or what?
I just don't know. That's the thing. I'm a data guy. I like to collect data before I can give an strong opinion on something. But if I were to guess, I don't think anybody could be the same after that. You know what I mean?
I know. It's tough.
But here's my thing, though. Like, if there's like, I feel like what they should have done is stand there, get up, and just get it all out of your system,
Mm-hmm.
But Garcia is like there's something up with the jaw, and it's not the same anymore. And do it in Garcia. I don't know, man. Garcia might knock him out, it's just one of those. I hate to say I don't know, because I'm usually really like aggressive with picks and just like just going for it. And I don't like to write the fans and stuff, but this is just a very unique situation.
It is. That's why I wish you would have took a tune-up, man, so we could see. But maybe that's an indicator that he's fine. He's like, I don't need no damn tune-up. Or maybe, it's just so many things that can happen. Maybe he's thinking, look, I know I'm not going to be the same, so might as well try to get a payday. You know what I'm saying? and fight a guy like Garcia who can draw some big numbers at, any of these arenas in the East Coast. So, yeah, it's really unknown. Chicano Prophet says Spence has a great jab too. He needs to keep pumping that jab. Man, in my opinion, Spence got the best jab in boxing right now, man. I do, man. I think that it's quick, it's long, it's powerful, and he doesn't telegraph it, man. That's the most important. That's why he's able to hit a smaller, quicker guy like Mikey with it. You don't see it coming. It's just bam. It's just right there. We got Renee Box-Young here, man. What's up, bro? It's been a while since I seen you here. What's going on? I hit you up, man. I want to see what's up with you, bro. How you been? Chris says, y'all must have forgot Danny has Angel Garcia. The purge, baby. Yeah, I know. Let's see. No pause here. He says, Renee. Oh, shit.
Jump on, Renee.
You want a link, bro? You can come on, Renee. Here, let me give you a link. Let me throw it out there. We just chopping it up on some random topics, a little trash talk, nothing big.
I want to ask you guys, how do you feel about, Wilder Fury right now? Like, is it gonna, like, not the fight itself? Like, do you think it's gonna happen with all the talk right now? Like this rumor, like I can't believe like too much TMZ shit, so I don't even know what to believe right now. You know what I mean?
I'm exactly like you. I when it came out that news this week about Wilder not taking the fight, I go, I'm gonna leave that alone for like a week or two because everything's too hot off the press and too much BS out there. So I said, I'm gonna pretend I didn't even read that and just wait a week before I react.
Right. Yeah, Chief Funky. I'm sorry. Like the way I see it, man, is like a lot of stuff gets put out there, right? And this is both, bro. This is old media and new media. Okay. They put a bunch of shit out there, and half of the time it isn't fucking true, dude. Right? Like it is insane to me. If I couldn't imagine coming on here just saying a bunch of stuff that isn't true. Like oh guys, I just spoke with somebody on the inside and just make shit up, and it's just because I have us as boxing fans, we all have kind of like a hunch about shit sometimes. You know what I mean? But I could go on there and I could be like, hey guys, so I just spoke to somebody from Top Rank and they told me that they're going to try to just have Ramirez fight, the mandatory. They don't feel he's ready for Tater, and they want to keep that Mexican money coming in. So that's what the guy on the inside told me, Like, now nobody could prove me wrong. I don't have to name the source. I could just say it's a source, but all that's bullshit. Like, I just made it up right now, right?
Yep.
And people would eat it up. Like, oh, yeah, well, these styles say it. Now, granted, it's the problem with his TMZ stories is if they turn out to not be true, right? No one can credibility. Really prove it. Well, when no one could prove they're not true, you know why? Because I didn't say the fight's not going to happen. I said Top Rank doesn't want it to happen next. So that's like a new trick that is being done right now, bro, and it's annoying. That's why when something comes out, like Coppinger is wrong all the time, dude. Coppinger is wrong all the time, right? And for whatever reason, people run with his stories all the time. That's why I always source it. Like, you know what I mean? I'll be like, hey, Coppinger reported it. Because if it turns out to be wrong, it ain't me reporting it. I'm talking about his report, all right? So at the end of the day, but shout out to those that go directly to the source, bro. Like Joe Habib, He calls the source. He talks about Barham, bro, like directly.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's where I'm getting my information from. Is if a guy talks to somebody who's there, who's inside and is a promoter, actually, then I'm gonna go with that before I go with something like this right here.
Breaking.
It's got to say this, bro, before you come on and start running your mouth about nonsense.
And some guys come out here, bro, and they're not held accountable for the false information they spread. They do it for views and clicks. Like, let's keep it honest, on under. You know what I mean? And I ain't knocking their hustle. It's more the people that follow them and believe everything they say and never hold them accountable. That's who I'm talking to.
Right.
Okay?
And I had to unsubscribe to a couple of these dudes, man. Like right around the time, I want to say it was like 2 days before Lopez and Lomachenko, the negotiations finally came to an end. The fight was official. 2 days before this, some guy breaking news, Lopez ducks Loma, and now Loma's fighting Devin Haney.
Like I knew that was bullshit. You know what I mean? Like I knew all that was dumb. Like I knew that was bullshit. Okay, but it got hits. Was there ever a retraction? No. Did they ever come out like, you know what I mean? My source got it wrong? No. They just keep it moving. Like, and everything's fast nowadays, So the world is moving quick. Social media moves fast. But sometimes you got to, it's okay to stop once in a while, and be like, yo, remember when you said this? Dude, what's up with that?
Hey, Renee, make the fight happen, bro. I'll take a Logan Paul fight November 1st, man. I've already been training, man. I'm down, 25 pounds. Hey, I'm feeling good right now, man. I can go a good 4 rounds with Logan Paul, no doubt, man. Set it up, baby.
Man, breaking news, bro. How about that?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, man. That just rubbed me the wrong way.
And by the way, people got to stop. Like, I could have put exclusive when we interviewed Christy Martin, because that was exclusive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, you got to have them on one-on-one. That's fucking exclusive. Exclusive is not, hey, guys, I just got word that this, and that. And that's cheese, man. That's not exclusive shit. That's vieja shit. That's cheese, man. All right? That's what that is. Too many dudes out here with the cheese, man shit. Believing the first thing they hear. And by the way, it's old media and new media, both of them. I don't give a fuck who hears it. I say it out loud all the time. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, this shit's getting old, dude. Right? Now, granted, and I'll say it again to you, Funky, it ain't the uploaders that got an issue with. It's the dudes that believe them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the uploaders are just hustling them. Hey, do your thing. Get your money. You know what I mean? But, like, hold them accountable, man. Like, come on. It's not, you don't even have to start beef with them. Like, just if you're a subscriber of theirs, just ask them, yo, what happened when you said this, bro? It didn't happen. Like, what's up with that? Like, just ask them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And according to some of these new media guys, check this out. I seen this earlier today.
Sure.
Apparently, Wilder is going to break his silence, bro. He's going to expose Tyson Fury for cheating, bro. Yeah. These guys just won't give it up, man. They just won't give it up,
Look, here's what I'll say to that, okay? Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but it's not what you believe. It's about what you can prove.
Right.
At the end of the day, that's what it is. So I ain't seen the same thing some of these dudes are saying, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like I've said enough about it. Like, I've kind of I don't feel I need to say more. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. At the end of the day, to me, that sounds like a guess to me, because I've been waiting. I actually want Tyson Fury to break his silence. I'm sorry, Deontay Wilder.
Wilder, yeah.
I want to hear what Wilder has to say. You know what I mean? I want to hear directly from Wilder what he has to say. Let's hear what he has to say, because here's the reality is, does he want the third fight or not? Do you want to fight him again or not? Because this is a big if. If he did cheat, hey, just check the gloves, okay? Put them on. You could already do that, by the way. But put them on, test them out. Just figure that glove thing out before the fight. You know what I mean? And then just announce that we've agreed to the gloves, and then we can just put that shit behind us, and we can just do it a third time. All right? That's all. It's as simple as that. I'm getting tired of the same repeated story. I get that there's COVID and not a lot of boxing. That's really what it is. There's not a lot of boxing going on, right? Like people, we got to come up with something to talk about. You know,
I'm just gonna say this, man. For these guys who've been pushing this Fury cheated stuff, man, and if Wilder comes out and breaks his silence, because I'm just gonna be honest, I don't think these guys have an inside source with Wilder's team. So if he comes out and says, you know, or doesn't even mention anything about cheating, you know, like there's gonna be a lot of egg on these guys' face for that.
But I thought he was gonna say it after he knocks out Fury in the third fight. That's what I thought. Right. so we need to. That's why he's silent, because he wants to beat him first. He doesn't want to make any excuse. He wants to beat him first, and then he'll release the side. We gotta like I just feel like they gotta get the story straight. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like here's the reality, bro. Okay. And I feel like, you know, like I get it. You know, I don't like Fury's personality. Like I don't like the guy. You know what I mean? But I just feel like I got to give him credit for the win. You know, and I want to see the third fight. I think Wilder could win the fight. You know, I'm not one of those guys that doesn't believe Wilder could win. Yeah. We know like Wilder could hurt Fury. We know he could do that. We know he could win the fight. You know, but I'm just not. You know. I'm not pushing Glovegate, bro. I haven't since day one. You know, the first Glovegate 2.0, and because, you know, and you know, I've talked about it on our shows that you could do that with anybody. Like I found gloves that look sus, you know, with Errol Spence.
Well, I've seen a lot, yeah.
It looks like you could see the knuckle. You know what I mean? If you want to go that route. Like I think you're opening a Pandora's box that I don't think you want to open.
Right.
You know? Because I see gloves where Mayweather's glove looks sus. You know what I mean? If we go by that logic, dude. Like, at the end of the day. Like, I think, you know what it is? I don't think enough guys know what the horsehair glove is, and the foam glove, and the different types of gloves. And you know what? Maybe that's us as uploaders. Maybe it's our fault. You know, maybe we haven't talked about that enough. We haven't educated people enough. Because the media ain't going to do it. Media don't even tell people how a fucking fight is scored. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
So, the networks don't even tell people how you score a fight. Remember, they used to tell people like the 4 criterias and all. They don't do that anymore. And I talked to Stormy about that one of his shows. But
that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy because that used to be on before every big fight. They would tell you how to score a fight. But you know, the unfortunate thing is that a lot of people don't even pay attention to that, because I've had guys over at my place for fight parties, and like we're watching a fight and the fight's over, and like we're all kind of like on one side or the other of who won. And I'm like, well, I mean, I think this guy, you know, showed better defense. And I'm like, well, defense? What do you mean? That doesn't mean nothing. I'm like, bro, that's a part of the scoring. And the dude's like, nah, man, nah. I've been watching boxing for years, bro. They don't score defense, you know. So I had to go rewind the damn fight and say, look, man, look, at the very beginning, it's part of the scoring criteria. Like people don't even pay attention to that, you know.
Yeah, there's people that just count the punches, bro.
Yeah.
I counted 8 punches and he landed 7. 8 is bigger than 7. Look, you gotta watch the fight. Watch it.
Or there's people that go off the last 4 rounds. If it's a 12-round fight, then you just in your mind you're scoring 9, 10, 11, and 12.
Dude, let me tell you some of the most retarded things boxing fans say. Okay, like the whole the most important round is the 12th round, right? If you win 12, that's like winning the 4th quarter in a football game. Like,
yeah,
what's that? You heard, you know, Larry Merchant, I think, said that. Okay, but that just no, it's not. Okay, another thing. When you fight the champion, you got to take it from the champ. No, like 2 guys fight, okay, and whoever wins a round wins a round. 10-9. That's it. There's no like extra points because you're the champion. There's no, you know, I don't know if like he won, but he didn't win it because he wasn't aggressive enough against the champ. And like, look, Ramirez was a champion against Postol. You never once heard me say in any of the rounds when we did the fight live, never once did I say, I don't know, man, you got to take it to the champ. Find me one official piece of paper, right? Mm-hmm. Digital or physical. Find me one since the Marcus of Queensberry, since its inception, find me one where it says you got to take it from the champ. Do you know where that comes from? That's the mentality a trainer and a fighter should have when they go in against a champion. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's not the way the judge should judge it. That's the fan shouldn't justify, a guy not getting the win and use that. That's not the way it works, right? Like that's not. You can't cheat a guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The way
No, I agree. I've had a lot of people try to tell me that, like, man, you got to take it from the champion, man. You got to like beat the hell out of him, in order to win the fight. And I'm like, where is that in the scoring criteria, bro? Like, could you show me where it says you have to beat the hell out of the champion to win? Like, that's not how it's scored, bro.
I remember I would watch Ricardo Lopez with my grandfather, middle of the night, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my grandfather would tell me, he would be like, man, Ricardo, he's got to dominate. Like, he has to dominate because he's over there in Japan and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, that's what my grandfather is saying, that understanding that Ricardo Lopez is in a foreign country, right? And they might rob him. So he has to win extra. But he's saying that, but it doesn't mean, like, if it's a close fight, well, he didn't do enough to win. Like,
Yeah.
no, like you guys got to understand the perspective. Everything's about perspective, right? The perspective you have as, what was that?
Did he really say that, Run PMC? You didn't read this? Marcos on Fox broadcast keeps saying the only criteria to score is the most damage one boxer did to another.
That's ridiculous. Look, man, we already have the criteria. Clean, effective punching, ring generalship, okay, defense, effective aggressiveness. That's it. Like, stop. You know what I mean? Like we already, like, if you do more damage, then you should be able to knock down your opponent. You get a point for that, or your opponent gets a minus point for that, right? That's already there within the fight itself. If you hurt your opponent, by definition, you're doing more to him. You're landing more effective punches. You have better defense because you're not getting hurt as much. And the problem with that, and what's dangerous about what Marco said, is that gives people too much leeway, right? So if a guy's dominating, but he's not known to be a big puncher, right? And the other guy is a big puncher, he lands one big shot, then you could argue, but his one shot just did more damage than what the other guy did. Like, no, bro. Like, at the end of the day, if both men are still standing at the end of the fight, you both did just about as much damage. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, period. Like, just use the criteria at hand. Max Kellerman, when he came out, remember that shit?
Yeah.
Who would you rather be?
Would you rather be? Yeah.
The stupidest shit I ever heard, dude.
What do you think about this? Because, I've always had an issue with punch
Let me just say this. Like, in that case, like, I'd rather have Bill Gates' money. You know what I mean? So I guess if he's in the ring, we should give him the nod. You know what I mean? That's what I'd rather be. Like, get the fuck out of here.
You know what just drive me crazy is punch stats. Not only just counting the punches and then trying to base the win off of that. Like Theo was really good at that, But why would they try to make like power punches more than just regular punches? I mean, because everything besides a jab is kind of like a power punch, right? If I can remember correctly. Everything that's not a jab is a power punch, right?
The problem to me, dude, is when they start to turn punches into a scoreboard, right?
Yeah.
That's not the way it works. Like, I counted 19 to 17. The guy who landed 19 should win the round. Like, that's not the way it works. You have to actually watch the round.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like, let's look, for example, if there's a round where a guy throws, I don't know, 70 punches, and the other guy throws like 10. And the other dude's he's not throwing anything back. He's just kind of just laying there, like, got his hands up, like, I mean, that's kind of obvious there, but like with punch stats, like trying to use him to justify this guy won because he landed, more punches or whatever. Like, I mean, I don't know. That just used to drive me crazy, man. I'm sorry. It just did.
Hey, by the way, get us to 20 likes, man. Jab the like button. All right.
Right. Don't forget about it.
I started that era. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Santel.
I actually started taking judging cards just because of all this that goes on and all the controversy whether one guy or the other guy won the fight. So I actually, like 2-3 years ago, my first fight that I actually sat down and wrote down scores was Broner versus Jesse Vargas. And you know, it's you get carried away with the momentum of watching a fight. When you actually judge a fight and you write down your number and then you can't go back to change it, like
Right.
it'll make a difference to you. So the people that haven't done this, I would challenge them to score a 10 or 12 round fight round by round, and then add up what your scores are at the end and see if it's what your gut told you about who won the fight, because you get carried away. This thing about who wins the 12th round matters. It matters if you're getting carried away.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I know what 92Ku says. So Marcos is right. No, I don't know how you got that out of everything we're saying, 92Ku. You know what I mean? but I'll say this. Look, if you watch a fight, right? Like here's my issue. I still remember when Letterman, and you know, rest in peace and all that, but he was scoring like this. I think it was the second, if not the third. I forget which one it was, but it was Marquez against Pacquiao, right? The dude literally says after a round, he's like, "Well, Jim, I gotta give defense to Pacquiao because Marquez is bleeding." Like, but like, you could bust a dude's nose with one punch, and
exactly
the whole fight. Like that's retarded, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all about what happens through the fight. That's the way I look at it too. Like, guys, like I see a lot of people always saying things like, "Well, look at the guy's face. He's busted up." It's like, yeah, I mean, he might have a swollen eye, and the other guy doesn't, but like, literally, one punch could do that too. Like I can see if you see it swelling over time. The guy
don't say that too loud, bro. The Tater people are going to use that argument. You know what I mean? Because
I know.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I know, but we saw that happen over time in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like we could see it happening slowly. Like he's getting hit over and over and over again in that eye, and now it's starting to swell up. So it all depends on how it happens, not just how it looks after the fight.
Yeah, but that's not how you do it. Like, what do you mean? So after every fight, we got to take like a photo of both fighters and just kind of like see who looks more damage? Is that how we're going to judge fights now? That's the dumbest thing ever, dude.
Yep.
Because if me and G-Funky were to box, right? And I were to land a big left hook in the first round and bust up his eye, and then I land a straight and he's bleeding in the nose. The bridge of his nose is all messed up, right? And I win that round. And then round two, like I'm not even touching G-Funk. He's just hitting me with jabs and some crosses across the jaw or something, but I'm not getting cut up. I'm not getting all busted up, right? So he wins that round. Well, guess what? It's 10-9, 10-9. We're like, even though his face is all busted up, we're basically at a draw now after 2 rounds. Unless he scored the other one 10-8 or something. I would have to really dominate. But I don't know, man. It's ridiculous how people just don't understand that really what it is. And the best way I could explain it to anybody, a 12-round fight is like 12 fights.
Yeah.
It's 12 3-minute fights. You know what I mean? Whatever you did, and that's why I have an issue with the punch stats. Because 1, box strike's full of shit. Okay. 2, even if they're true, right? It doesn't matter. Right? Like it's the total punch count at the end doesn't matter, because whatever you landed in round 1 was in round 1. That doesn't matter anymore in round 2.
That's right.
Yeah.
When it comes to counting, to scoring.
I want to respond to this right here, Paul, because I already know where he's getting at. GGG looked like hamburger meat. People said he still won. Now, again, it's all about what happens during the fight and how it got that way. I mean, I could show you an example of a guy who had a more busted up face than the other guy, and the guy with the busted up face clearly won the fight. And that's Pacquiao versus Joshua. I mean, go back and look at Pacquiao's face after the fight. He was a lot more marked up and a lot more swollen than Clottey was. You know, so I mean, we can't always just go off of that. We got 92 AKU in the house. What's up, man? Thanks for joining us.
Hey, is it 92 a cool or is it AKU? Let's clarify that first.
Yeah, this is a clarification, bro. You're on mute, by the way.
Yeah, he's on mute.
Unmute yourself, bro. What's going on, man?
I like what's up, guys?
What's up?
AKU's all right.
AKU, okay.
But what is it really, though? We want to know what it really is.
Yeah.
What does it stand for? It stands for Ass Kickers United.
Okay, so it is AKU. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Right on, right on.
I've been calling you a cool. Like you never like said, nah, it's AKU. You know what I mean?
It's the same thing. It's pretty cool.
What's in your mind, bro?
So what's up, man? What's on your mind? You joined the panel. What's going on, man?
No, I was saying Marcos was kind of right when he said delivers the most damage. I mean, you can kind of go by that and not be wrong because he got pretty good score. Most of his scores are pretty accurate. Because can you guys tell me a time? Can you guys think of a time where a fighter won a round while taking the most damage?
What do you mean,
like you guys saying, "Oh, that's crazy." With Mark.
But how do you decide who landed more damage, like in a close round? Like, how do you know that?
Well, the most punches, like taking the most punches, and just like, and how effective are those punches, like power shots?
Like, I'll be honest. Like, if we judge it that way, like Ramirez won like 9 or 10 rounds against Postal.
Easy.
Go that route. You know what I mean?
Because of the damage.
Yeah.
So, but you're saying he didn't win?
No, Ramirez won, but it was, if you go by the,
he landed the clearly harder shots all night, is what we're saying.
Right. I mean, you're saying like think of a round like where one guy took more damage and he won that round. Is that your question to me, or to us?
That's what I'm saying, because that'd be going against what Marco said.
Well, sometimes a guy obviously wins a round, right? So we can't go by obvious rounds because no one like obvious stuff like we don't really argue about, right?
All right, Fury Wilder,
close.
Fury Wilder 12. Like who won that round?
Wilder
won that round. He dropped him.
Yeah.
Like
the way he dropped him was more damage. You know what I mean? But sure.
I mean, but
Fury
got up and hurt him too. So I mean,
yeah, but no one scored that round for Fury though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, like, so I don't know. So I'm basically saying that I don't think what Marco said was that crazy. Like,
well, what about like this in a close fight? Both guys are going back and forth, like Gotti Ward, for example. The first fight, there was a lot of rounds where it was like, damn, these guys are just back and forth. Like, how do we know who scored more damage in those kind of rounds? You know what I'm saying?
You don't. You just gotta be a judge. You just gotta go with your instinct.
We already have a scoring criteria, bro. Just go by the scoring criteria. You know?
Yeah. And in that fight, we could scratch defense because I don't think any of those niggas are showing any kind of defense in that fight.
Yeah, right. Went out the window on that one. You know what I mean? Well, in the second and third fight, Gotti showed a little defense, and that's why.
Yeah, he did. Right. He made an adjustment and made the fight a lot easier. Took a lot of unnecessary punishment in the first one.
This is uncensored, okay? All right. Look, man, Triple G ran like a little bitch in a rematch against Canelo. He ran like a little bitch. He bitched and moaned about how he wasn't Mexican style. Mexican style, stand in front of me. He ran like a little bitch. Okay? That's what he did in the rematch. He ran like a bitch against Canelo.
Dude,
I disagree with that. I disagree with that.
He ran like a bitch, bro. He challenged Canelo, bro. His manhood and everything. He said, stand in front of me. Right? He had a problem with the way Canelo fought the first fight. Canelo stood in front of him in the rematch, and he ran like a little bitch, bro.
Yeah, but he was landing jabs, though.
On his back foot.
Yeah,
that's fine with me. I mean, here's what I say, man. Like the whole, I agree.
You gotta like slow your roll with the Canelo hate there, Chief Funky. You know what I mean?
Come on. Let me explain myself. A little bit.
You got to give the big credit for doing like you got to acknowledge that Triple G told him like, why didn't you stand in front of me and fight like a Mexican? And then in the rematch, motherfucker ran when Canelo was right in front of him. You have to acknowledge that.
No, that's what I was getting ready to
Okay.
speak about. Now, the first fight, again, I didn't have an issue with the way Canelo fought the first fight. I feel like that was the right game plan to have against Triple G. We know Triple G is a guy that needs to have his feet planted in order to generate any kind of power or to let his shots go. So it was a smart game plan for Canelo to move around the ring. Like, I never seen him move that much in a fight. So he moved around the ring. I didn't have a problem with it. Now, I don't feel like he won that fight. But I wasn't one of these guys like, oh, he ran. He's not a real Mexican, like the stupid nonsense Triple G and his team were saying. He wasn't Mexican style or whatever. Exactly. Now, the second fight, I'll give Canelo credit. He stood right there. He said, okay, you thought I was running? Okay, I'm going to stand right in the center of the ring with you. What I seen was both guys in the center of the ring. Now, Triple G circled a lot with the jab, but I didn't see him running. You know, I didn't see Canelo backing him into the ropes or into the corner or anything like that. You know, I mean, it was a good close fight. You know, good close fight, but I wouldn't.
He was too busy feinting the body shots and hitting them with body shots, by the way, and feinting the body shots and hitting them with uppercuts. He was too busy doing that in the middle of the ring where we're mano a mano, bro. You know what I mean?
Good fight, like, yeah, good fight.
Canelo won the rematch, bro. He won that fight.
Yeah, Funky, I'm with you. You're 100%. Couldn't say any better. Like, you broke it down exactly how I felt both fights. And I don't think it's that crazy when people say Triple G won the second one. I would disagree, but I mean, I could see if you're scoring on jabs and
like here's what I'll say, right? It's like, so Canelo boxes on the move in the first fight. And I hear a lot of like, well, he was moving too much. He didn't stand there and fight. Right? So I'm going to give it to Triple G. In the rematch, he's the one that stands in the middle of the ring. And Triple G's the one dancing like a ballerina around the ring, right? And all of a sudden, people flip it, bro. Like,
yeah, but Canelo didn't land as much as Triple G in the second, as vice versa in the second one.
Yeah, well, who didn't run that cool? What? Repeat that.
I mean, they're both close. Like, after what 24 rounds, they're pretty close. Like, they're pretty close level fighters.
The second fight, in my opinion, was could have went either way.
Okay.
If anybody says, yeah, I think Canelo won, like, I don't have an issue with that. I think there were a lot of swing rounds in that fight. Could have went either way. So, but I definitely think Triple G won the first one. To me, there's no doubt about that one.
Oh yeah, same, Funky. I feel the same way.
I don't know, man. I had that fight a draw, bro. I don't know.
I didn't score it. I didn't score it round by round.
I'm not a Canelo like fanatic or anything. I'm telling you, that fight was close. If you go back and watch it, Canelo was rolling a lot of shots. He's not getting credit for the shots he was rolling. Okay, the counters he was landing on Triple G. You know, I think he did a good job boxing in that fight. I don't have an issue with somebody saying Triple G won that fight, right? But the second fight, I'm going to be honest with you, dude. Like, I think Canelo clearly won that fight.
Yeah, as a blowout. Yep.
Uh-oh, we got some breaking news here. No Paul thinks Canelo won both fights.
You know, you can argue it, bro. Like I think, like, Canelo winning the Triple G fight, right, would be more acceptable to me than Floyd beating Castillo the first fight. You know, just to give you an example. You know, so
yeah. I mean, I could get with you on that one. I don't know. I just don't feel like I feel like he took a lot of rounds off, whether it was due to fatigue or I don't know. But I feel like Canelo took some important rounds off in that first fight, man.
I feel like No Paul needs to, like, once in a while, bro. Like, once in a while, just throw something critical about Canelo, and so it's not so obvious. You know what I mean?
I'll do that. I'll do that right now. Like, dude, Canelo, like, dude, what's going on with all three of them? The Zone, Golden Boy, and Canelo, they're laying an egg. Like,
you didn't listen to the show, bro. You showed up late to the show.
I know. My bad on that.
You got to be punctual, man. All right.
Like, I thought you were the fact checker, bro. What's going on?
But
like you arranged the disappearance of AJ 10 because you wanted that spot, and then you don't show up. You know.
This COVID, and, you know, school starting, so you know how that shit goes.
And
I feel you, man. School's been hard, a little bit harder when it's online now with the kids.
Yep.
But hey, no, Paul, I got something for you, man, that you can criticize Canelo on, and it'll be okay, man. Okay, but have you seen what the guy looks like lately? I mean, he put out a video recently of him
Hey, in
hitting the
fairness,
bag.
bro, all these Mexican fighters are giving themselves blonde hair. You know what I mean? I don't know what the hell's going on, but
Looks like
you
he's
think
got blonde hair now, and he's so damn white. Like he's hey, if he's taking quarantine seriously, bro, that dude has not been outside. Like he is pale now, you know, like
Nah, you for real?
and then he had that surgery, by the way, to get rid of his freckles. Like we're not gonna know. You know what I mean? Like no fuck.
It's a bad look. That
brother needs some rays, man.
The freckles made him unique, didn't they? I don't know.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna end up like Cotto. He's gonna end up like Cotto with the tattoos. He's just gonna go. Oh, he's gonna go off.
Ah, bro,
man. We got some claims here. Run PMC says it was due to him cycling off of the claim. Brutal after the first fight. Ouch.
Damn.
No, Paul. What do you say to that, bro? I know you got some interesting takes on.
No, Paul's in denial, bro. He's saying he didn't dye his hair, bro. He's like, no, he didn't. All the fighters, they're all doing it, bro. All the Mexican fight. Is that like a thing in Mexico right now? The blonde hair?
Yeah,
I don't know.
everyone's doing it.
We should have had Renee on, bro. He lives in Mexico. He could have told us, you know.
Dude, like, well, what's going on? Like, and pink too, pink and blonde. Like, it's the two. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on, you know. Imagine Chavez, bro, like walking out with fucking pink, like instead of a red bandana, it's a pink bandana. You know what I mean? And pink hair or purple hair.
I could not imagine that. No, maybe the red for the brujeria.
Like,
you know,
try to imagine like Salvador Sanchez, right? Like with a rainbow afro, like walking out the ring, like, you know, that's what he would be doing. He was fighting today, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on.
All boxers kind of do it though. Like, remember Manny Pacquiao with the tips, with the blonde tips?
Yeah, but once he made money,
he came over. Yeah.
What about Fernando Vargas, the legendary man?
El Ferros. Yeah, he did have the frosted tips, man.
Yeah. That was the style once, right? Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a style right there, Fernando Vargas.
Yeah, absolutely. And then like we all knew when De La Hoya lost his hairline because he showed up bald against freaking Mayorga and shit. You know. Hey, yo, man, I got to run, G Funky. Right?
All good, man.
So HCP Southwest is going to bed, bro. You know what I mean? But it's been good, man. You know, second edition of that whole stuff. Shout out to Blood Boxing, no Paul. You know, no mamitas, bro.
my mirrors.
Mirrors. You know?
Mirrors, you know.
yeah, look, at the end of the day, man, let me just kind of close out with this, bro. Hey, shout out to everybody that showed up for HCP every Wednesday. We're probably going to change the time, guys. Next week, we're going to have Ari the Rugged Man. So you guys tune in for that. And, you know, going to bring back, I'm going to try to have at least one guest per month. I don't want to get carried away with the guests, to be honest, like, you know, but once in a while, bring somebody on and stuff and interview them and all that good stuff. But hey, man,
D-Style, Chris here says that the mullet is coming back. So you gonna start rocking the mullet, bro?
I never rocked the mullet, bro. Dude, my hair's like I don't know.
For real, D-Style always has a hat on. Like, have you ever not worn a hat?
Yeah, dude, I have plenty of videos without a cap. Yeah.
Okay.
Recently, I've been wearing the cap. Yeah.
Hey, it's quarantine, bro. Can't get a haircut like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, bro. If I do anything, it'll be the rat tail, bro.
Oh yeah, that's legendary.
That's what's missing from Tim Zhu. He needs a rat tail. That's where the power.
Rat tail. That's where the power comes from.
Yeah.
Marcos Medana with the rat tail.
Yeah, you said that, huh, Santiago? Would you say colita rata?
Rata, colita de san, all that good stuff. Hey, yo, let me tell you, bro, it's okay, man. When Ramirez beats Taylor, right, and he fucks up his eye again, don't worry about it, bro. Like Ramirez has an aunt. She'll get in the ring and she'll be like, sana, colita, rana for Taylor. It'll be all right. Yeah, I promise you. Right? I'm out, guys.
Peace.
All right, man. Well,
Peace.
I mean, I don't know. I was hoping we would get a few more people to jump on with us. You know, I'm glad you guys did, though. Don't get me wrong, man. I'm glad you guys jumped on. But yeah, the Joe Dirt No Paul says the Joe Dirt hair is on its way back. The mullet though, that was. Did any of you guys have a mullet? I don't know.
No.
I mean, I think Santiago, you're around my age, maybe a little older. I don't know. 92 at cool. Are you from that era, bro? The mullet.
The mullet, if anything's kind of popular right now, don't you think? Like this last year, it's been the mullet.
I've been seeing a lot of dudes with that bowl haircut, like Jim Carrey from Dumb and Dumber. Like that's a thing nowadays, you know. Like, or is it just me? Like, but I've been seeing that a lot, man.
I never did the mullet, but I definitely did the Fernando Vargas bangs when I was probably in middle school, getting into high school. I never frosted them. I never changed the color of my hair, but I did grow the bangs out for a while.
Hey, were you guys rooting for Vargas during that fight?
Which fight?
I didn't. I was going for Oscar.
Yeah, same. I was going for
against Oscar? Oh, yeah, I predicted Oscar to win. Yeah.
But who you rooting for, though?
Oscar.
Oscar? Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I didn't know too many people that were going for Fernando. I'm from Southern California, so a lot of people are diehard Oscar fans.
Let me tell you, every cholo in my family was going for Vargas.
Oh wow!
Same. Exactly the same too.
They were like, "Man, fuck that puto Oscar. He's a maricón, you know."
He's a maricón.
Yeah, he's gonna run around the ring and dance like a maricón all night, you know. And I said, "Man, I'm telling you, he's gonna stick that jab in that boy's face, and that left hook's gonna come, and it's good night, you know." They didn't want to hear it though, man. But that's one of them fights where I was like, man, I was really, real happy that Oscar came out on top for that one, man, because Vargas talked a lot of shit, man. Remember he was talking about he doesn't think he's a real Mexican or some shit like that? Was that what he said?
Yeah.
Oh, he was rolling up for that fight too, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, he certainly was.
Those press conferences were bad. It was a lot of shit talking.
Hey, but you know what? Hey, I'll admit it. I was a little fucking nervous when I seen that dude take his shirt off at the fucking weigh-in.
Yeah.
Because Vargas was never that cut, bro. He was never that cut. He took that shit out. I was like, holy shit, this motherfucker is.
Now you know why.
Woo! I know.
Why he was cut.
Yeah, but let me tell you, me and my boys, we were all going for Oscar. And we were like, God damn, Vargas ain't playing, bro. He's in fucking shape for this one. You know, turns out he was on the juice, but you know.
Yeah, that's one of Oscar's best finishes too. Like one of his best KOs because it's a TKO, you know.
Yep.
That's one big fight.
Speaking of Oscar, didn't mean to cut you off, 92AQ. But he's been in a lot of controversial fights. So let's go over a few of them before we wrap it up here, because I feel like this is a good topic. And we got blood boxing here. We got D-Style. I want to know, No Paul, all you guys. I want to know you guys' opinion on these fights. Who you think won? Let's start with the Shane Mosley rematch. I thought that was a clear win for Oscar, man. What do you guys think? In the chat, let me know what you guys think too. But Santiago, who'd you think, man, in the rematch?
I'm not as talented as you guys. The only thing I remember about Oscar and Mosley was one, and I remember where I was at. I remember I was in Riverside and I was watching. I just remember Oscar taking his first L, but I don't remember the second Oscar Mosley.
Yeah, I feel like Oscar clearly won that fight. 92AQ, what do you think, man? Oh, he jumped off.
He had to bounce. Yeah, he had to bounce.
Ah, okay. Taco Bell Wi-Fi, maybe.
The Oscar fights I remember mostly is him making Mayorga eat his words. When Mayorga was just calling him a maricón and telling them that, just stuff left and right, and then he actually made him quit in the ring. The camera angle was perfect because you see Mayorga. This was already having gone down once. He was already down for a second or third time, and he's just looking up and he's like, "You motherfucker! Like you got me! I'm in pain and you got me!"
Yeah.
So that's the one that I'll always remember Oscar. And then another, the Oscar
Pacquiao.
Oscar Pacquiao in 2008. I remember already living in, it was either 2008 or 2009. I remember living in San Diego, and I actually drove back home to watch that. And I watched that with some Filipino friends. So they were like, that whole house was
I bet that was annoying.
Yeah. But they were good friends with a lot of Mexicans. So it was like, It happened to be in my friend's house that was Filipino, but I mean, we had a lot of Mexicans there too.
Yeah, Mayorga said a lot of bad things. He said Oscar's son was going to grow up to be gay. I remember he said his own people don't respect him, and
That's cold
he said
blooded.
he said your wife is going to make me eggs in the morning, and oh man, it was bad. It was bad. But 92 AKU, from your recollection, did Oscar win that rematch with Shane Mosley?
Yeah, I scored it for Oscar. I had him winning it, but there was close rounds. There was a lot of close rounds, so I got no problem people giving to Mosley. Man, those are two legendary fighters right there.
Yeah, two good fighters and two good fights that they had.
Yeah.
I just feel like Oscar won the second time, man. I felt like the movement really gave Mosley some trouble. Because Mosley, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, the fight that I felt Oscar won that a lot of people have him losing was to Whitaker. I just saw that fight like a month ago, and man, Oscar won that fight. He didn't get knocked down either on that, but even if you give him that knock, I still had Oscar winning.
Looks like some of the chat. Looks like most of the chat here is agreeing with me. D-Style says Oscar De La Hoya should have won the rematch. No Paul says Oscar De La Hoya. Chris says Oscar won and Mosley was on that Barry
Bonds potion. He was on the goods, on the juice.
Man, don't disrespect the GOAT, Barry Bonds, like that. All right.
Oh, you're from San Francisco. I forgot.
Well, I'm from Sacramento, but I'm a Giants fan.
You're a Giants fan, yeah.
Bonds is amazing, bro. Even without the allegations, by the time they suspected anything, the guy had already hit 400 home runs, stole 400 bases. I mean, that's Hall of Fame worthy right there. You know?
Yeah, he was a Hall of Famer already in Pittsburgh. He was already a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he was, man. That swing, man. Nobody turned on a fastball like Bonds, man. Let's see. Yo, Mayorga. At least Chavez Jr. Is it? Oh, Chavez Sr.'s rehab clinic. Oh, yeah, that's right. He is in rehab.
I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that.
I heard he's broke too, man. Somebody I work with was from Nicaragua. She told me that that he's nothing now. I asked her about it. I said, what about Mayorga? She goes, oh, man, he's nothing now. Nobody gives a shit about him anymore. He blew off all his money and he's nothing now.
Well, he was with Don King, right? Remember that?
Yeah, he was, yeah.
I mean, he probably didn't get that much money.
Joe Lopez 40 ounces says he had Oscar winning the second fight too. Yeah, I think it was a win for Oscar, man. I know people think that I hate on Oscar, but I felt he won that fight, man. I thought that was a pretty
you don't hate on
win.
Canelo and Pacquiao.
Well, let's go down a little bit more further in history then. Let's talk about, because you guys already know where I'm at on the Trinidad fight. I thought Trinidad won that fight. I know most people are going to say they thought Oscar won it, but I thought Trinidad won it. Ah, man, I got to go Trinidad, bro. Oscar ran, bro. You guys want to talk about running? Now that's some running right there.
Yeah,
that boy ran.
He had enough rounds to win that. I mean, man, that would have been his best win. I feel like that is still his win. So that's still one of his best wins. He won that was a
huge fight. Let's talk about Ike Corte. Do you guys remember the Ike Corte fight?
Is that the fight where at the end Ike is against the ropes and Oscar lights him up with like 10-punch combo to end the fight or something like that in the 11th or 12th? Yeah. That's what I remember of that fight.
That was a very good, close, competitive fight. I had Corte winning that fight 7-5. Or wait a minute. No, there's some knockdowns in there. I got to go back and rewatch that. But I felt like Corte won it because in the 6th round, there was a double knockdown. Oscar lands a beautiful left hook on the chin of Corte. He goes down. Later in the round, Corte lands a left hook as Oscar's coming in, drops Oscar. And then as the fight goes on, I felt like Corte was taking over the fight, man, as the fight went on. 12th round comes and Oscar's corner tells him, like, you need a big round here, man. Like, we're not gonna play words here. You need a big round. He comes out and again catches Corte with another beautiful left hook, puts him down. Now Corte gets right up, but I don't think he's hurt. But Oscar jumps on him, man.
Yeah.
Against the ropes, like you said, and started letting go, man, on some shots. I'm surprised Corte survived that, man. And Oscar punched himself out. He was a dead man. There's probably about a minute left in that round.
Yeah.
But another good classic fight from Oscar. But I felt like Corte won that, man. What do you think, 92 AKU?
I also had Oscar winning that too. Close too, but but look at all these names we're saying. Like people like to hit on Oscar, but look at all the names he's fought in, and like god damn, he's fighting like killers too.
Obakar, that was a good fight.
Yes, good fight, man.
Shout out to Oscar. I know he gets a lot of hate right now, and deservedly so, because he said some crazy. He does say crazy shit, and in the cross dressing too. But I mean,
he brings a lot of shit on himself. That's for sure.
Yeah,
you know.
But I mean, we shouldn't forget. And prime Oscar, like when you go back and see though, dude, he's hella fast and he got hella power. And that late '90s Oscar, dude, that guy's a beast.
Yeah,
that jab was something special, man. One of the best jabs I've ever seen, man. Quick, powerful. He was able to throw a good left hook off of it. No Paul says he had Oscar winning against Corte. Blood Boxing says he remembers he had Ike Corte. Yeah, I had Corte winning too, man. I was a little mad that Corte didn't get a rematch, man. But you know what surprised me after that was that he moved up and he fought Vargas, I think, a year later. And I felt Vargas dominated him, bro. I felt like that was a good, clear-cut win for Vargas. When I felt Corte was going to win that fight going in. I thought Vargas was too young, and Corte was going to be too much. But man, he made me think twice, man. Like that's when I was like, damn, Vargas is the real deal, man. You guys remember that fight too?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Yeah, that's a good fight for you guys to check out, man. Now that we're all here locked up at home, you know.
Yeah.
And I believe it is on YouTube, so check that one out. It's a good fight. Joe Lopez, 40 ounces, says Oscar was boxing Tito nicely, then he decided to get on his bike. Absolutely, man. I mean, look, was he winning the fight going into the championship rounds? Most likely he was, but he didn't win every round. Like I hear some people saying, "Oh, 9 rounds he won easy, and then that's why he coasted." Like that's just not true, man. I mean, we have to go back and look. We'll have to do a review on that fight, Let's see.
I'm down for that.
Chris says, "Yo, I do remember crying when he beat Chavez. Oh man, you're breaking my heart, bro. Chavez was my guy, and then Oscar came up and man, Chavez. You still guys want to talk about people's faces being messed up? And his face was a bloody mess after that first fight with Oscar. I think it only went like 4 rounds, and that was just, whew, that was awful, man. Do you guys remember that fight?
Was the first fight the one where his lip got cut? Chavez?
No, that was the second one.
That was the second one?
That was his,
in the first fight. Yeah, he had a cut over his eye. He had a bloody nose.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I think both eyes might have been cut, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it was the same one in the second fight.
Yeah, bad. It was bad, man. It was bad. Oh, here we go. Dominated. Hey, speaking of Yori Boy Campas, hey, Tito knocked the dog shit out of him, man, when they fought. That's when I became a Trinidad fan when I seen that fight, because he dropped Tito in that fight. He dropped him early. Tito got up and ended up, man, one of the most vicious punches. I mean, and you know what? Credit to Yodi Boy, man. That dude didn't go down. He was out against the ropes.
Yeah, he was out on the ropes.
Oh, man, that left hook that Tito hit him with at the end, man, he just ragdolled him with that one, man. That was just, whew, man. And yes, Oscar dominated Yodi Boy for sure. For sure. No, Paul says his tongue was bleeding. I think it was either his tongue or his lip that Chavez had an issue with. But what pissed me off? What pissed me off even more was Larry Merchant saying, when Chavez tastes his own blood, he quits on the stool. Oh, man, I wanted to jump to the TV and punch that old dude when he said that. Because I was a big Chavez fan. Yeah, no, he's right. I was a big Chavez fan, when I was young.
He was old, though. This was old Chavez.
Yeah. Santiago,
I remember this comment right here where Chris Gallardo, I remember this. I was about to mention this. Chavez Jr. actually headbutted Julio during an interview on a show, and he's talked about it. Chavez Sr. has talked about it years later and said that there was too much money on the table and there was no way the fight was going to get canceled. So they actually put makeup on the cut going into that fight so that nobody would know about it.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Damn. See, if people giving Tito 5 rounds because of transgender dressing. Nah, man, I think there was some rounds in there. I'm telling you, at least 3 rounds, you can say, that Tito won out of those first 9, man. That's what I remember, man. But Oscar's a legend, man. Like I know people say that I like to hate him, but hey, I enjoyed Oscar's fights. I watched all of his big fights, man, all of them. And so yeah, what did you guys think, man, about the Mayweather fight? This is the last one. Now, a lot of people like to say Mayweather dominated him and, it was easy work, but I didn't see it that way, man. I thought it was a closer fight. I think Mayweather won it, but I think it was close.
Yeah, same. It was close. It was a close fight, but Mayweather won. I don't know. I didn't see that much action in the fight, so I'm not gonna say Mayweather ran, but I mean he was really defensive in that fight. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I don't remember too much about it. I'd have to go back and look at it.
Yeah, it was. I mean, Floyd, I thought he won it, but it wasn't like people were just like his fans were trying to make it seem. That's the thing that bothers me, man. When fanboys start to do stuff like that, I'm like, just come on, man. Like, if you want to be a fan of his, that's fine, but like, at least be honest, man. At least be honest about what's going on here. Like it's okay to say it was close.
I remember I hated Floyd. I hated even till when he was fighting Berto. I hated Floyd, but now that he's gone, like, dude, I respect what he like, dude. To fight all the fighters he fought, and no one could really touch him. Like, dude, the skill is off the charts. So now that I feel like I'm a little bit educated more, I feel like, damn, he's an all-time great. No doubt.
Yeah, no doubt. So we're going to wrap this thing up here, man, but I want to start a little controversy before I do. And we could talk about this on next week's show here on HCP Uncensored. But I want to say this, man. I think Floyd, now he's a great fighter, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to take anything away from him. But in my opinion, he definitely ducked some smoke at 140, man. He definitely ducked some smoke there. And I'm going to throw it out there, man. I think he should have fought Miguel Cotto at 140, man. And I don't know what stopped that fight from happening, man. Because they were both, Floyd was still signed under Top Rank at that time. Miguel Cotto was still signed under Top Rank. I don't know what stopped that fight from happening back then. And the reason why I say this is because, I think who knows what would have happened at 140, because even Cotto, after the Margarito Wars and the Pacquiao Wars, he still gave Floyd a good fight, 154 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One of the
imagine a fresher guy, a fresher version of Cotto.
But where was this in Cotto's career? Like, what year would they have fought, and where was Cotto at this time?
I want to say this was probably like the early. I want to say right around the time he fought Gotti was 2005. Floyd, that is, fought Gotti. Now, he beat him for a belt after, remember, he called him a paper champion. Arturo Gotti's a paper champion. He's given a belt, and,
Give him a whooping.
But, hey, there was a fight at 140 for him with Cotto, Kostya Tszyu. He didn't fight Ricky Hatton at 140. He fought him at 147. Now, we all know Ricky Hatton was not the same guy at 47. So he could have got Hatton at 142, man. And don't forget, there was a guy named Vicious Vivian Harris who was calling him out like crazy too, who I think could have been a stylistic matchup for him. Problem, because he was big, he was tall, he had long arms, good jab. I mean,
yeah, I don't think Cotto was on the scene that year in 2000. I remember him after he fought like that Colombian dude.
Now he was there, bro. He was there. Yeah. I'm not going to bring out all my information right now. Like I said, I just want to start something, for next week is what I want to try to do. But hey, Blood, you're right. He ducked a lot of smoke at 140, bro. I'm with you, and I remember Blood was going to war with a lot of these fanboys, man, back then. I remember he was saying, man, this dude's not fighting everybody. And those dudes went crazy, man. But Blood has been representing for a long time, man. Shout out to Blood Boxing, man.
Floyd, but there's a lot of people that say Floyd ducked Paul Williams and Margarito. Dude, Floyd would have destroyed Margarito and Paul Williams, I think. Dude, they were too stationary.
I mean, Floyd, yeah. I mean,
come on,
it's hard to count him out of a fight. It's hard to count Floyd out of a fight. I hear what you're saying, but it would have been nice to see him fight those guys,
I mean,
it'd been nice.
I could see that, but I mean, especially Margarito. I mean, dude, he was too stationary. Margarito was basically a better version of Brandon Rios. Like Floyd would have killed Margarito. I feel.
He could have, but I'm one of these guys. I'm not going to say, well, he just beats him anyway. You know, like I need to see it first. You know, I mean, would he be favorite? Absolutely, he would be the favorite going into that fight, no doubt, and for good reasons. You know, but still, at the end of the day, it's got to be done in the ring. You know, and I think that's the problem with a lot of guys. It's just they feel like he left some things on the table. You know.
True. Hey, Funky, but why? I'll ask you a question. Why the hate on Pacquiao? Dude's a legend.
Hey, I gave him Fighter of the Year, bro, last year on my channel. You saw that? I gave him Fighter of the Year, bro.
Or is it just the fans? You don't like the pack tards?
Well, those guys are gone, but let me tell you, man, back in 2011 when I first started,
we're out here still.
I'm still here. Let me tell you, man, 2011 it was bad, bro. They were everywhere. They were like, man, it was just, it was bad. But yeah, I'll just say it like this. Did his fans put a bad taste in my mouth? Absolutely, man. Absolutely. But I just feel like the thing with Pacquiao is this, man. I felt like he was given a couple of gift decisions against Marquez. I felt like his second fight with Morales, you know, was kind of a, you know, they got him at the right weight, you know. But this is good shit. We could talk about this again next week, man. I really got to roll. It's getting late here. But this is a great topic that you brought up, 92 AKU. We'll definitely talk about God, I'm sounding like Tim Bradley now. My mirrors. Mayweather Ducky Smoke at 140 back in the day. And then we will also talk about Pacquiao's resume. So this is good stuff, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you guys in the chat for joining. We appreciate it, man. Make sure you guys tune into HCP next Wednesday on D-Style Boxing. And then you bring your ass right over here to HCP Uncensored, man. So this is G-Funk, and for Stonteo Media and for 92 AKU, we are out of here, man.
Peace. Out of here. Peace.